Pure West Sport with Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors. We are live right now on all of our social media platforms, also on the PWR app, on your smart speakers, on the website, and of course on DAB digital radio across the county. And on the way tonight, we're going to be joined by one of the greatest sportsmen Pembrokeshire's ever produced. Newly crowned champion jockey Sean Bowen will be live on the show to reflect on his unbelievable career to date. He's with us very shortly indeed. We're also going to preview the West Wales Cup final, which is on Thursday. Haken take on Tenby in an all Pembrokeshire affair. And we're going to go straight to our first guest as well in just a moment, because we've got the Haverfordwest County club captain Dylan Rees with us ahead of the Bluebirds winner takes all European playoff match at the Oggy Bridge Meadow on Sunday. So really, no time to waste. Let's get cracking. Gordon Thomas, evening to you.
Evening, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, very good, very good. We're going to do some of the cricket, I think, in part 3 tonight. You've had a good weekend out and about, though, enjoying the Pembrokeshire sunshine, yeah?
Yeah, it's been glorious weather, cricket season weather. It was in Pembrokeshire on Saturday. I just popped down the racecourse to see Haverfordwest play Cresselly, and then out to Burton versus Langham. Some interesting games there, and plenty of runs being scored down. The weather's been beautiful.
It certainly has. Fraser Watson, I think, has actually been coaching cricket and joins us right now. Fraser, where are you?
Yes, I am. I've just got back, actually, Ben. Just rushed back from inspiring the next generation of Llanrhian youngsters. And actually, Mr. Thomas mentions he was at the racecourse watching a Division 1 game. He popped over the road to the Bull Ring, where Division 4 was going on.
I didn't realise until I got home.
You would have seen a proper innings, yeah. But,
how many did you get this weekend, Fraser?
Scratch my way to 32, mate. So
okay, good.
35 and 32. I'm getting back to the golden year of 2021 slowly, but I've still got a long way to go.
It's a solid start to the new season. Right, we'll get to the cricket a bit later on this evening, because we are going to go straight to our first guest, as I mentioned, because Sunday's a huge game for Haverfordwest County. 5:10 at the Oggy Bridge Meadow Stadium. It's Haverfordwest against Caernarfon. It's the playoff, of course, for Europa Conference football. I say next season, but actually that process is going to start pretty quickly as well. But Dylan Rees is with us to preview the game, the Bluebirds club captain. Dylan, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. And just let us know how everyone's feeling ahead of Sunday, because it is a winner-takes-all game against Caernarfon. You've had a bit of time to prepare for it. How's the mood in the camp ready for Sunday?
Yeah, everyone's excited. They're sort of chomping at the bit. We've been training really hard. Obviously, keeping a keen eye on what's been happening in the quarterfinals and the semis. And yeah, we're really confident going into the game. You know, it's a anything can happen game. You know, there's no, I wouldn't say there's any favourites or anything like that. It's just who can play the best on the day.
One of the things you must have focused on, though, and we were talking off air about it, obviously you've earned the right to have a home game, haven't you? Because you finished third in the table. Caernarfon, your opposition, came fourth. So that playoff system really has worked in effect, hasn't it? Because it's the third and fourth sides who are playing off. But if someone had said to you at the start of the season, you've got a home game for Europe, you would have taken that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. We did speak about it at the start of the season. Obviously, I think there's a spot less this year in the league because of the coefficient of how it's worked in previous seasons. But if someone said to you in August, you know, you're going to have a one-off game to get back into Europe at home, you'd have said yeah straight away. But, you know, it doesn't always work like that. You know, it's the home advantage is going to be brilliant for us. You know, we've got some fantastic fans and local supporters. But we won it away at Newtown when Newtown were at home. So we know how difficult it can be from both ends of the spectrum. So yeah, we've got to take it on our stride. We've still got to play it and play, you know, very hard because they're a good side, good robust side. So yeah, we're preparing well. We can prepare again this week. And yeah, just give it our all, I suppose.
Let me go to Gordon, who's in the studio in Haverfordwest. I know you're going on Sunday evening, Gordon, aren't you?
Oh, I'd definitely be there. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Obviously, Dylan, how is? Are there any injuries in the camp, or everybody fit and well? That's what we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, obviously we've got a long-term injury similar to what I had with Jack Wilson. You know, it's been a big miss for us this season. He's such a good outlet for us with his pace on the wing. And then unfortunately we had Luke Tabone hurt his ankle a couple of months ago. Who's obviously, you know, international football player. He's very, very good at centre back. So that's just one of the miss, but everyone else is fit and ready.
That's Fraser.
Dylan, I know this system they use. It's actually There's a criticism actually of the Gaelic English Premiership in rugby union that they have a system whereby the team who wins the league actually then play second and third, go into a playoff, and then or play them then in the eventual grand final. One of the criticisms of that is the teams who are in second and third actually have more momentum going in because they've got to play a game. And obviously, you're in that situation in a way in that Caernarfon played on the weekend, so we could technically say they're going in with a game momentum. Is that something that concerns you at all, or do you think you've benefited from the extra couple of weeks off and being able to train?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it a couple of weeks off the way Tony trains us. But yeah, you could think of it like that. But then at the same time, we're going to go into it fresh when they may have a bit more tired legs. If someone said to me before a final that you're going to play 2 or 3 extra games before it, you could think of it as if they may be a bit tired towards the end of the game. And we back our fitness against anybody. So I think going into the game, our outlook is that we're fresh. We've had time to prepare, not to rest. Time to prepare properly. It's not been easy by any shadow of a doubt. So yeah, I think we're in the best possible place we can to go and win the game.
Obviously, the way that the league system works, you've played Caernarfon a few times this season already, so you know plenty about them. Were you one of those watching yesterday intently to see if there's anything you picked up, and were you all, of course, willing it to extra time and penalties?
Yeah, I was watching it. Obviously, I used to play for Cardiff Met, so I've got friends in that team that I was looking out for. But Caernarfon ended up winning on penalties. Obviously, there was no extra time, so they went straight from the 90 into pens. And some great penalties and some great saves. So it's penalties is a lottery, isn't it? You can have the best strike ever, but if the keeper goes the right way, he's going to have a chance of saving it. So hopefully we can win it in 90 minutes on Saturday, but if not, on Sunday, sorry. But if not, we've got every confidence that we've got some good penalty takers to slot them away as well.
I was going to say, you've been practicing them?
Practice all the time. It doesn't really stop because you can't really... You can't just flash and all of a sudden have the correct technique to hit a penalty, So Tony always has a go at us for taking penalties after training when maybe Mickey and the rest of the coaching staff want to go home. But yeah, we're always practicing, and much to the delight of the coaching staff.
It was 2 years ago, wasn't it? That great afternoon in Newtown, and quite a few of the squad's still around, a few new faces as well. So is it a case of some of you passing on some of that experience, Dylan, to your teammates who weren't around? Because for some of the players, it's going to be the biggest game they've ever played on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. It's good. We've kept a few faces, which is great. Keep that to the spine of the team is really important. And then for someone like myself, it's going to be my 3rd playoff final. So hopefully I can pass down sort of keeping the composure and things like that into the game, and see how it goes from there.
And you were really unfortunate because you injured yourself badly, didn't you, in the build-up to the European campaign 2 years ago? So you missed out on playing, but I know you were around when you got around the dressing room. You stayed with your teammates as well. What did it mean to the club, that European run and those nights winning the shootout and those great games in Cardiff, Dylan? What did it do to Haverfordwest playing on that stage?
Yeah, I think it did put us on the map a little bit. In previous years, Haverfordwest have done brilliantly in and out of the top division. But getting to Europe is something completely different. I think people recognise Haverfordwest as a good footballing side of what it is. Not that maybe it didn't before, but I think it's just you get more recognition, obviously, for playing in that sort of standard. And then again, it's massive for the club financially, socially. Everybody can see that the developments and strides that the club is taking on and off the field. So if we can do it again, hopefully that'll speed up that process again. And Rob's got some excellent plans in place along with the rest of the staff that as players have every belief in, and it's a real joy to play for the club. Yeah.
Dylan, I just wanted to say that the academy side have had a great season as well, and it's great. You're a local lad. We come from Tenby, Pembrokeshire, but it's great to see so many of players from Pembrokeshire playing for Haverfordwest and doing so well. It's great that there's a pathway there. How do you see that?
Yeah, definitely. All across the county, there's such a good standard of football, right from grassroots, from the under sixes all the way through to senior football. There's such a good standard. I've got lots of friends playing in the West Wales Cup final on Thursday. And some of them, could easily be playing, where I am if they had had a different journey, So I think with the catchment of the nearest clubs being Swansea and Cardiff professionally, I think sometimes some of the younger children are maybe overlooked when, in fact, there are some really good, fantastic footballers down this way. And that just proves it with how well the development have done this year. Obviously, Dan has captained the side and captained it really well. So they've got another massive game. I think it's against TNS on the weekend. So, hopefully they can get over the line as well and get the credit that they all deserve.
It's an interesting point, that phrase, isn't it? Because it's a big week, this, for Pembrokeshire football, isn't it? Because we've got the All Pembrokeshire West Wales Cup final Thursday, then this game on Sunday. It's an important week for the county, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge 4 days, and it's great to be seeing the interest and the buzz around it. Actually, I know there's a lot of people going to Swansea on Thursday night, not just Haken and Tenby supporters, and there was a lot talking on the weekend, talking to people about this game at the Meadow next Sunday, and a lot of local people going down. I know even from my area, St David's, there are a lot going down. Not necessarily big Haverfordwest supporters in the past, but people who have picked up on what's gone on in recent years, and it's been well advertised. And it should be. It's a big occasion. We know what European football did for the publicity around Haverfordwest last time around, and it'd be great if they can get back there. It was an opportunity for people in this county to watch a team playing in the European competition. It's quite unique. So it is a huge week, and it's been good to see the interest around it, certainly.
One of the things I just wanted to ask you, Dylan, is since coming back to the Oggy Bridge Meadow in January, having played the first half of the season in Caernarfon, attendances have been really good, and the atmosphere has been really good. I know we're going to be there, Pure West, before the game, hosting and hopefully helping to add to that atmosphere. But the crowd numbers have been good. What would you say to the people watching and listening now? It's a great kick-off time, 5:10 on a Sunday afternoon. The weather's going to be good this weekend as well. What does it mean to the club and the players to have that support for a game like this?
Yeah, it's massive. We can feel the difference when we do have a crowd there. It's quite cliche, but it does give the players, that extra bit of support and extra bit of encouragement that they can go that extra stride or make that extra yard or make that tackle or, take that shot. So, it's really important. And, that if we can pack out the Oggy Bridge Meadow again, it'd be such a good boost for us. And also to make it difficult for the other team. That's the advantage of having a home draw. It make it difficult for them and giving us that extra boost. So yeah, if we can pack it out, that'd be fantastic because it does make all the difference.
And just for you personally, that injury ruled you out of that European campaign. Do you feel a little bit of extra motivation that you want to really get this over the line on Sunday because of what happened 2 years ago?
Yeah, of course. I was so proud to captain Haverfordwest to Europe through the playoff final in Newtown. But obviously I unfortunately missed out playing in Europe myself, although it was fantastic for the club. So yeah, I'd like to do it on a personal note, but also just to get the club there again, regardless if I play or not. It would be massive for the club and massive for the area and the people around it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, 5:10 kick-off on Sunday. We're right behind Haverfordwest here at Pure West. So we wish you loads of luck, Dylan. I know everyone in Pembrokeshire will be behind you and getting behind the side. And you do realise if you get a result on Sunday, there'll be some celebrations, but you'll probably be training in about a week's time, ready for some European football. I guess you don't care about that,
no? No, yeah. It's part and parcel of playing football, I suppose. If you want to, play at the high standard, you're going to have to work for it and work after it. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get there again. It'd be great.
Oh, listen, from us all
on Sunday, mate.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely, from us all at Pure West. Good luck, Dylan, and to the rest of the squad, and Tony Pennock as well. Hope that goes well at the weekend. Dylan Rees with us on Pure West Sport. We're going to be joined by champion jockey Sean Bowen very shortly as well. It's Monday evening across the county.
Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors have